Hello, my name is Abe, and welcome back to Enter the Gungeon. Last run, we played as the robot, we picked up an early meat bun, and through our own freaking sweat and blood, we managed to make a no-hit run work. And I'll admit, I'm kind of impressed with that, but I also have to feel like I kind of cheesed it a little bit just by getting the meat bun. It's such a strong item to get because it gives you double damage until you get hit, and if you're doing a no-hit run, that's not a problem. Same thing with the Gunther and the super hot watch and Yari launcher and makeshift cannon and all those other super strong weapons and items in the game that kind of make you feel, did I really deserve it? But in honor of that, and also just because I want to keep modding the Gungeon, I'm going to be doing something a little bit different today. What am I going to do? Well, let me go down into the first floor instead of hanging out around the breach, and I will show you what I'm going to do here today. What am I kidding? You've seen the title of the video, you know what I'm doing. I'm just going to do a glitched run. I'm going to fight the glitched bosses and only the glitched bosses, and we're going to see how long we can do this. Spawn, chest, glitched. Here we go. The glitched bosses are fun. I've done it a few times with Mod the Gungeon. I've only ever found a legitimate glitched chest once. And it was a long time ago. I have not seen it since in my 600 hours of play. I believe I was the pilot, and I believe that it was on the first floor. The glitched chest was wicked. I had nothing to put out the wick, so I just opened it with my starting pistol and had to try to fight the glitched bosses as the vanilla pilot, and it did not go well. I think the Convict is the best character to fight the glitched bosses with because of the Molotov, and the shotgun is really good at getting rid of the missiles. So the glitched boss is just two holsters at the same time. That's it. There's nothing special. They can be jammed, but it's just two holsters, and it's a really annoying frickin' fight here. But there's a couple of ways you can cheese it, you know. The shotgun is really good at taking out the missiles. If you're lucky and you get the beams to fire at the same time, it's usually pretty simple to dodge them both. Oh, I dodged into a bullet, but I couldn't see the bullet. It's usually pretty simple to dodge through the beams at the same time. You just gotta find your opening and go for it. But the bullet helliness is the most difficult part, I think. The real annoying part, and I think the most difficult part, is if you get in a situation like this, where the bosses are obviously firing their lasers and bullets at the same time at a sequence. Because it's much easier, I think, to dodge one thing twice as opposed to different things at the same time. You know, it's simpler to dodge two lasers than it is to dodge a laser plus a whole bunch of bullets. So when you defeat the glitched bosses, you get a whole bunch of drops. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? No, just 9 drops. I don't know why one pedestal is in the corner. I don't know why it looks like this, but it does. And it's all guns. And the reason why it's all guns is because of something that I actually do wish that they would change in the future. It's because in Gungeon, if you don't pick up a gun on your first floors, or on your first floor prior to fighting the boss will drop a gun. So on this quote-unquote floor, we have not yet picked up a weapon. As a result, the boss has dropped only weapons. I kind of wish that this was not a thing for glitched bosses, because I would very much like to get an assortment of passives and actives at the same time. It's kind of like a rainbow chest, but you have to fight for it. But yeah, it's kind of annoying that you have to get so many guns, and it's also kind of annoying that you can get duplicates. I'm not seeing any duplicates here, but you can get like 3 serious cannons, 4 MAC-10s, and you're like, oh boy, I don't get 4 guns, I just get 1 MAC-10. The thing that you can do though is that if you have a chest teleporter, you can always teleport a chest to the glitched bosses, and as long as the chest teleports, well, I guess the chest teleports to the boss foyer or the entrance room, so you can open it and get a gun from that. Or if you have the D-pad, you can fire the D-pad, remove all the ammo in it, and if you're lucky, get a gun drop from that. And I think in Blessed mode, the automatic weapon swapping counts as you picking up a gun, so in Blessed mode, you will get a a chance at getting passives and actives from defeating the glitch bosses. But yeah, it's kind of annoying that you can't get any extra passives or actives. You're basically forced to get guns. Let's do it again. So that's the glitch boss. So yeah, there's a couple of attacks or ways that you can kind of cheese the double holsters here, and I'll actually show you what I was talking about a second ago. Spawn chest brown, if I can spell correctly. If I pick up a gun from the chest, even if I drop it, as long as I picked it up from a chest, not like dropping my sword off and picking it up again. But now theoretically, when I kill the bosses here, we will get something else that's not just guns. We'll get passives, we'll get actives. But yeah, there's a couple of attacks that are kind of easy to cheese with the holsters. Ideally, they fire their lasers at the same time, which they are roughly doing. Now, it sucks when they don't travel in the same direction. You know, one started on the right when the other one had passed to the left. That sucks when you get kind of hemmed in there. But if they can both start their lasers at the same time in the same direction, that's ideal. And I should not have just run into the missile, but yeah, again, this is the annoying part where you get a lot of, God damn it, a lot of bullets and lasers at the same time. This is what makes the beholsters hard. It's not the fact that there's two bosses, it's the fact that you're trying to dodge different attack patterns at the same time. Don't forget though, I have blanks. You gotta be very careful about how you dodge too, but I'll admit, this is really freaking hard. Yep, there we go. Okay, let's do it this time with picking up guns. I'll pick up one item from every single glitched floor, and then we will fight the next glitch boss with the item that we picked up from the previous boss. But I will do the first one for free. I'll do the first one only using what I have on me right now. Spawn, chest, glitched. And I'll spawn in a brown chest to pick up a gun and get rid of that forced gun drops from the boss. Level generation happens so quickly when you only have to generate one room. Spawn, chest, brown. You pick up a gun, you put it down. And now we'll get something else. It's not guns. It's due to the difficult nature of the fight and the fact that you kind of have to get a little bit lucky, I feel like, with the choice of attacks that the bosses do. It does feel a little bit random. And I don't mean like, oh yeah, of course it's random. You don't know what the boss attack is gonna be. I feel like it's more random whether you're gonna live, you know? Because it is so dependent on what is the boss actually going to do. Are they going to fire their lasers at the same time? Are they going to fire at a sequence with one another? Okay, I have to actually start dodging. I think you also have to not be afraid to use your blanks. There, this is not good. Yeah. But I did manage to kind of cross both beams eventually, although it took a second. Still have a blank remaining. There we go. One beholster is dead. When one beholster is dead, it's just a beholster fight. Freaking guys are so dang annoying. So I will take one item. And if I'm taking one item, what item would it be? Would it be the composite gun? Piercing with high damage? Would it be perfect blanking? RC rocket? Elephant gun? Cog of battle? I mean, I think it's either a composite gun with the charge shot, it does a whole bunch of damage, 100 damage I think, plus you get the piercing. RC rocket though for the explosions is nice because it will break bullets and it's very quick to fire. Elephant gun for just the DPS output at range would be nice. So I'm gonna take that. I don't wanna get too strong, you know, we have such a high quality selection of items after the boss fights usually. I don't want to pick like, oh, I'm gonna pick the makeshift cannon, you know. If you're just picking the makeshift cannon, you're just gonna one-shot the bosses anyways. Well, you're not gonna one-shot them. I don't think the makeshift cannon would one-shot the beholsters at this point. But like a Yari launcher, what, a clone maybe? But yeah, it's a fun fight, but something about it just makes it feel a little bit too random whether or not you're gonna survive it, due to the nature of when you can find the glitch chests, because you can only find them on the first 3 floors of the game, I think. And also just how difficult they plan to be. Because they can be in sync, they can be out of sync, and if they are in sync with one another, they're gonna be much easier than if they were out of sync. So you can kind of get screwed by the boss here. But I think the elephant gun is a nice weapon. It's strong, but it's not too powerful. It's not like you're getting, you know, a heroine. It's not like you're getting, again, like a makeshift cannon or a Yari launcher. You know what, just walk around these jerks. It's basically just a bigger shotgun, which I do appreciate. It's simple, it gets the job done. I think I only hit one of the beholsters with the Molotov. Yeah. Ah, damn it. When they're out of sync with those lasers, it is a pain in the ass. But with one of them dead, it should just be a standard beholster fight now. Yeah. So I guess if I had to give you any advice, it would be fire on one beholster first, get one dead, if you can. Don't be the pilot with the starting pistol. You know, have a good gun. But again, like, I think that was just dumb damage. I think you can only fight the beholsters on the first few floors because that's when you get the chests. That's when glitch chests can spawn. And honestly, out of these, I'll take the drum clip. We'll give ourselves a slightly better elephant gun. Well, I'll take ammo for it. And we'll go down to the next floor. What? Freaking keyboard. My keyboard sucks. Sometimes I feel like I do type things correctly, but it messes up things for me. Sometimes it feels like the spacebar is delayed. No, that's my other keyboard. Never mind. This keyboard just sucks. Spawn chest brown. Yeah, my other keyboard, my mechanical keyboard. Oh, it feels like the spacebar key sometimes activates immediately, and sometimes it takes a second for like the signal to process. So I'll type in space the, and it's T space he. It's like, what the hell are you doing, freaking dumbass keyboard? Oh, hey, look! Beholster's out of sync. Not doing the same attacks at the same time. It's still definitely possible to make the dodges, but it's just much simpler when they're firing their lasers at the same time. It's pretty nice dodging, though. I got one of them in the fire anyway, so I guess that's the one we're gonna be firing at. I haven't really been, you know, targeting one or the other. Oh, we got hit. Actually, I'm having a hard time telling which one is at low health or not. Because it's weird, like, oh damn it. Their collision hitboxes feel like they're the same. But they start out on top of each other and they just slowly move apart, so it's really hard to tell, you know, what's the health of one or the other. I thought I had another blank left. And they're freaking annoying when they do the different attacks at different freaking times. Dumb dodge. Thank you. You killed your own missile. Okay. No, 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 no. That was so bad dodging. Freaking beholsters, man. I think they also do get more HP as time goes on, but I could have also just screwed it up royally. Good God, okay. Get back up to full health. Get some freaking ammo. Take the HP. Patriot or Excalibur would be the correct choice here because they do piercing, and as a result of doing piercing, then it would hit both of the beholsters at the same time. This is starting to get a little bit intense. Good God. Okay, beholsters, please be synced with one another. Spawn. Actually, you know, it doesn't matter. You don't get chests on the 5th floor when you defeat the boss, so even if I spawned in a chest and picked up an item, it wouldn't matter. Oh. Yeah, they're not in sync this time either. I think I just need to focus more on shooting the bosses instead of shooting the enemies. Oh, I just stood there and took a bullet in the face. Oh, God damn it. Takes a little bit of concentration and effort, I will admit. Especially when they do not fire things in sync with one another. But we're doing all right. You know what? Pop one blank. Pop one blank. I'm worth that much. I don't think that I can get close enough to completely avoid the laser. Like, I think it will still kind of pass over me, regardless of how close I am to it. You know, like, you know the Skeletrons that you normally find in the hollow on the 4th chamber? You can stand close to them and their lasers are slow enough, and they are slow enough that you can kind of just walk around them. I don't think that works with the beholster. The beholster's laser just gets faster as the beholster rotates itself. I believe. You know, maybe the glitched beholster doesn't have like increasing health per floor, and I'm just landing more shots with the elephant gun. Because on like the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th floor, we had like 30 ammo remaining, 18 ammo remaining, 23 ammo remaining. So maybe it's working as intended. There's one more floor remaining. Spawn, chest, glitched. We'll do the 6th floor. One more glitched boss. And then I'll restart the game, turn on rainbow mode, and we'll give it a shot there. I think that's gonna be extremely more difficult, is the way I would phrase it. And before we fight the boss here, spawn ammo? Give ammo? Give heart, 4. Fill my HP, fill my ammo. We'll fight one more boss. Nope, still not in sync. In sequence. Still not in sync. In sequence. Ah. The missiles aren't too bad, because with the shotgun they die in one shot. And since the convict has a starting shotgun, usually you can take out the missiles. If you're the pilot though, considering your accuracy, the amount that you have to reload, missiles would be such a pain in the ass. You know, the robot, the marine, they would have a pretty easy time of taking out the missiles. And the hunter, you know, the hunter has the crossbow for more damage against the minions and the boss themselves, but using that rusty revolver or whatever it is for the missiles would be a pain in the butt, because you don't want to use the crossbow against the missiles, because the missiles, they have 2 hits, not, you know, HP. You have to hit them 2 times, and you want to use something that fires faster or has a lot of small bullets like shotguns. Pop that, get in close. Come on, come on. One of them is dead, but I don't know which one. Okay, one of them has died. I made a dodge expecting one to die, and then a different one died. There we go. Freaking holster is dead. It's the 6th floor, and you don't get any items from defeating the 6th floor boss either, so. Come on, die. And oh ho ho, what happens when you take the elevator down on the 6th floor? Well, 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 let's see what happens. It's not anything special, you just get stuck here, and you actually can't do anything until you character convict yourself, and then you spawn. So there we go, that's, what was it, 5 beholster glitched fights in a row? So I'll turn on rainbow mode and we'll see what kind of a difference that makes. And I think on rainbow version, I will take whatever items I can get after the fight, if I can get anything. I might just die time and time again, not being able to defeat the bosses. We'll find out. So give me one moment, please. All right, rainbow mode is engaged. Let's give it another go. I feel scared. Rainbow glitched double beholsters. Oh, I kept forgetting to show the actual, like, glitched titles card screen. So, I mean, hopefully it's not terrifying, but it seems extremely terrifying. Okay, the lasers are normal speed. Everything else is super fast, okay. Now, unfortunately, oh my god, we're gonna die immediately, but that's okay. I gotta learn how to handle these glitched versions. They're a lot faster than the regular kind. Actually, you know what? We got pretty damn close. Actually, we might live. I think I'm realizing what I need to do. Yeah, okay, that's faster and better than I thought we would do, but what I need to do is I need to save the sawed-off instead of using the sawed-off. Save the sawed-off so that I accidentally picked up armor. That's scale. You know what? Spawn bulletkin. Hit me! Come on! Thank you. I needed to save the sawed-off. Use budget revolver and the Molotov, and then when the missile's fired, make sure that I have a reloaded sawed-off ready to go. Or maybe just like when I see the targeting icon on me, just immediately hit the reload and get ready to fire at the missiles, because missiles are too fast for me to hit them twice with the budget revolver, I think. Especially when there's a lot of missiles and I have to like, oh, hit him and then hit him and then hit him, but oh, I gotta reload. But the sawed-off can usually defeat a missile in one hit. So I think that's what I needed to do, kind of save that. So if we had to take one item from this, I think you take the Patriot. It would make short work of the glitched bolsters, but you know what I am gonna take instead? Let's take the Molotov launcher and give that a go. Spawn, chest, glitched. A weapon in which I can just fire Molotovs at the beholsters and use that to kill them instead of bullets? Sounds good to me. And you know what? Why don't I spawn chest brown. We'll pick up a gun just so that we get the non-guaranteed gun from the boss chances, or whatever I usually end up calling it. But I'd like to get something else. Ah, this is perfect. See, this is what you're looking for in the glitch fight. You're looking for them to be in sync with one another. And I'm immediately like forgetting my own rule that I had, which was keep the sawed-off ready to go, and when you see the targeting icon, manually reload. Keep your distance, I think, is another important one. We'll be fine here. Maybe. Reload! Oh, God. Jesus. It really turns against you quickly, doesn't it? Good God. Ah, oh, Jesus. Okay, I need to burn off this armor I accidentally picked up. Oh, good Lord. Okay, what do we pick up here? Well, I think the correct option is the Excalibur or the composite gun, but maybe what we want is slower enemy bullets. That might make it a little bit easier to to survive against these frickin' jerks. And I'll take ammo, and we'll do one more. Well, I guess like 3 more technically. Chamber 4, 5, and 6 is what we have remaining. Little bomber. The perfect gun when there are no secret rooms anywhere. It's very nice that these guys have much lower HP. And I'm beginning to figure out what I need to do and how I need to do it. I need to be careful, of course, but I need to make sure that I have, that's bad timing. I have the sawed-off reloaded, ready to go. Oh my god, oh my lord. I took way too much damage. You know what I should be doing is just using the budget revolver at range. I keep trying to use the sawed-off and I'm nowhere near the beholsters, and I'm letting the fire wear off. Okay, let's do that again. I'll pick a new gun this time. I'll actually pick a real gun instead of the Molotov launcher, instead of Liquid Valkyrie, Slower Enemy Bullets, Bloody Eye, whichever one it was. But I have to kill the first one on my own. That's the rule. I have to spawn a brown chest, pick up a gun and drop it so that I get the non-guaranteed gun chance. Excuse me. But then I can take one of any item that I want. And if it's a gun, no. If it's a gun and it's a good gun, so be it. No, I don't want the blank spawn chest brown. It's the problem with spawning brown chests is that I want to take a brown chest item so I keep better guns in the pool, and I need to pick up some gun, but sometimes brown chests don't have items in them, they just have nothing. Okay, missiles. There we go. When you can get the lasers in sync with one another. It's rude. When you can get them in sync with one another, they're much easier to take out. Jesus Christ. You just kind of make your move when they're intersecting with one another. Okay, one's dead. No! No, god damn it. I should be dead. Oh. Jesus. Okay, one of any item. I won't take any HP though. I'll take ammo. And I'll take one of any item that I want. It's homing bullets, gray Mauser, trick gun, siren, cobalt hammer. I mean, I think I'm gonna take a cobalt hammer. I'm gonna take a gun. Cause that seems to have been my problem. I get too cocky and it's like, oh, I wanna try to fight the glitch bosses using only the sawed-off shotgun. That's stupid, don't do that. You're gonna die. You're gonna die, clown. There we go. That's a good gun to get. That's a good bad gun to get. Wow, I mean, I knew that this gun was good, but get away from me. That seems like a pretty good glitch boss killer. This is what I was kind of worried about, is that, you know, a random gun would be too good to take. Well, oh, I didn't mean to take that. Wait, is there a little beholster baby somewhere? Beholster baby! Beholster baby! No, they're not here. Why don't we take? We could take the Morning Star. That would totally destroy those bosses. Why not instead? We'll take the Helix bullets and have a little bit of fun. I'll take this really temporarily. Just right, it doesn't actually work. Spawn bullet again. Hit me! Take my armor! Okay. Is there ammo? There is ammo. All right, next. Spawn chest glitched. Helix bullets will be fun. It is a slight damage upgrade if your shots land, but I'm not a big fan of helix bullets. I think it just makes it harder to hit your enemies. I guess what I could do is just spawn a whole bunch of brown chests, and any that I don't open won't actually affect the item pool at all. I don't know, maybe maybe that would be worth it, using one shard shot from the Cobalt Hammer. My god, this thing is just wrecking bosses. It is a strong gun, I'll grant it that, but I didn't think it would be that kind of overpowering. So this is angry bullets, and this is chaos bullets? Yeah, taste the painbow. Chaos bullets will be pretty good. Glitched. This Chaos Bullets is the good one. Chaos Bullets is the one that make your bullets have random status effects and also have random velocities and size. I don't know if that random velocity and size means that they do different damage, but I do know it's really good. Well, it's generally good. I don't have too many problems with Chaos Bullets. Good, they're in sync, firing their lasers at literally exactly the right time. That's what you want to see on a beholster fight, on a glitched beholster fight. Yeah, the Cobalt Hammer's pretty strong. I mean, I guess to be fair, it's an A tier weapon that pierces, that does a lot of damage. It would be able to kill the bosses pretty damn quickly, wouldn't it? Ow. Ow. Hopefully I have enough ammo remaining. Oh. Don't forget I have blanks. Yeah, I mean, without an ammo drop, it even being able to defeat the beholsters in one go, it's pretty strong. All right, so there's the glitch mode, right? Character convict. There's a glitch mode done in regular mode and rainbow mode. I can't wait to actually find another glitch chest in the wild, because as long as it's not wicked on the first floor, I think I have a pretty good chance at coming out of it okay. But it really depends on, I think, what items you can get. I think the convict is the strongest, you know, vanilla, bare bones, glitched mode killer. You know, you could say something about the bullet. You could say like, oh, the blasphemy is so good because you can, you know, do damage and break bullets at the same time. Yeah, but you're gonna get hit, and if you get hit once, you know, early in the fight, maybe because there's missiles, lasers, and bullets, and a little beady coming at you at the same time, and you just, you know, mess up one dodge, or you mess up one swing of the sword or a reload, and you take one hit of damage. Then all of a sudden the blasphemy is useless. The bullet has to be a melee character at that point. You're not gonna get anything done. You're not gonna kill the glitched boss if the glitched boss has mostly full health. Pilot starting weapon, inaccurate, low range, it's terrible. Marine, robot, pretty good actually. I'm not sure if the beholsters get electrified from the coolant, but I know that the beaties do. So you could, you know, you could kill the beaties with the coolant. Hunter with the crossbow could be a pretty good choice. But the convict is just so good due to the fire. You know, any boss in the game that has multiple parts, trigger twins, kill pillars, glitched beholsters. Any boss that has multiple parts, you're gonna want some sort of piercing. And the Molotov is kind of like a poor man's piercing, because it's not really a piercing gun, but it is area of effect damage over time that hits both of the beholster parts at the same time, which I do like for this. All right, well, I mean, that's really all I wanted to do for today. I'd also like to say sorry for there not being a lot of Gungeon lately, but I'm working on a Gungeon related video for me to put up in the future that's going to be something that requires a lot of editing. It's not going to be anything super fancy. It's just going to be my take on tips for Gungeon, but it's just going to take a long time to write and put it together and edit and come up with good advice as opposed to bad advice. Sometimes I give bad advice, but I think mostly I give okay advice. Anyways, this was a lot of fun. I like playing around with some of the more rare things in Gungeon. There's a few things that I've never done in Gungeon. You know, defeated the glitched bosses in the wild. I've never done that. I've never become Cormorant, you know, getting 4 pieces of the Gun Knight armor set at the same time. And I've never found the eyeball room, the one that you can get to when you have the personal teleporter. I've never done that before. So there's a few things in the game that I have never seen. And with the eyeball room, if you find the eyeball room, you get an unlock. I believe it's Yellow Chamber, but it could be something else. It's not Abyssal Tentacle. I think Professor Gupton sells that. I think it is Yellow Chamber, but you can also alternatively unlock that by defeating like 30 confirmed enemies, which are really rare to find. And I think that is how I did the unlock myself, because personal teleporter, it's not the strongest item. Mostly you're going to use that for potentially getting through doors that are locked and have keys, because you could teleport to the other side of them, and you're going to use it on bullet hell to hopefully fight the boss faster. And I have done that a few times. I think I remember on like DD20 mode runs or DD20 Blessed Cursed, and it's like I need to get through the floor as quickly as possible. Thank you, Chest Teleporter, you teleported me literally to the boss room, and that's ideal. Well, not literally to the boss room, but to the boss foyer, like a couple of rooms away. And that's always been strong. Or you know, you take the compass and you have, you know, relatively good idea of where you're supposed to be going, but you know, there's ways on bullet hell that you can tell where you're going, and that would be something that I would explain in detail in a Gungeon video that I would make in the future. But anyways, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe for more, and I hope to see you here again for the next run of Enter the Gungeon.